Okay, welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 247. This I'm reviewing the 1017th episode of the series, which is called The Big Barrage Skill Wars Generation Onslaught. Actually, that's not the name of the episode. It's Barrage of Fury Attacks, Powerful Attacks, Fire Attacks, the Wars Generation. Excuse me, this one adapts from pretty much pages 14 to 17 of chapter 1001. And this is actually a surprise. As far as I can tell, they haven't done this in a long time. They adapted the entire chapter of chapter 1002. I'm like, really? Yep, they did. A lot of action going on. That's why they were able to adapt it. And plus, with adapting 1007, that means they're only 1002, excuse me. Means they're only 47 chapters behind the manga. Yeah, I guess the hiatus actually helped the thing, so they can do a little more something like this. Do I expect to do like this next week? Highly doubt it. Okay, what happens in this episode? Mostly put, it's basically Luffy, Kid, Law, Zoro, and Killer fighting Kaido and Big Mom the whole episode. First, we have Luffy going to fourth gear, and of course, you have Kid going to Punk Red, I think it is. It's basically a big humongous mass mode. And Law basically forming a bunch of rocks. Luffy does his one of his Gum Gum attacks on Kaido. He's actually hurt by the damn thing. Kid tries it. He's like, not bad, he could do better. Law basically hits him, and of course everyone starts arguing about various stuff. Heck, even Zoro and of course we even have Law actually injuring Kaido from the inside. First it's Law and then Killer does it. In the case of Zoro, he proceeds to basically teleport in front of Kaido to take out his blast breath. It's a big good action-packed episode. And at one point, everybody's hit by lightning because Big Mom. And Big Mom was wondering, why does my lightning hit you? And he's like, because I'm a rubber band. He's like, huh? And then Kaido uses blast breath on Luffy without Zoro blocking at this time. And he's like, how does my blast not affect you? He's like, my guts. Like, okay. Yeah, very good action episode. And I thought it was a weird effect, basically, where when they had Kaido move the way he did, it seemed like a very unfinished, tiny couple seconds of anime. It seems like a bit basically wasn't finished. The camera move was kind of weird. It felt very stiff. It looked very stiff. But it's definitely a good episode, and I can't wait for next week. Anybody curious, though? Where the heck is everybody else? Why aren't they in the episode? Where's the rest of the Straw Hats? Where is Law's crew or our kids' crew? They're not in the episode for good reason. They're not in the chapter that was adapted. It's something that they didn't have in the original content this episode, because mostly put just expansion on some fights. This big fight is basically a stretch of a whole episode. Yeah, so my guess is probably next week we'll probably start adapting from chapter 1003. Now, talking about the newest chapter in the manga, chapter 1049, The World That Should Be. It's basically Germa's The Emotionless Incursion, Volume 1. Why? The book in the lab burning up, freeing the brothers. Yep. Yeah, apparently burning the book basically causing it free, so they won't be here very long. Chapter starts off with Kaido basically chewing on something, probably more clouds. Could be Luffy. In his Joy Boy mode. Okay, five reachable can't basically change the world. See, Kaido was a kid, which I thought this is kind of weird. Seeing Kaido apparently he's had the horns since he was a kid, so he practically born with them. What species of human he is, they don't really say in the show. He's basically looked like he's forced to join the Navy, and he becomes a pirate with a 70 million bounty. It's not 70. It's like looks like 70,000. Like, wow, that's a pretty strong start for him. Proves he beats a bunch of people up, and basically joins the Rock Pirates. And we kind of see early appearance by Big Mom. when she was thinner. And we see her look like a little bit older. We see her look like an old lady. We see her pop up a little bit later in the one arc. And basically plans like take over country, like thinking of Joy Boy is. And we come back to present. That whole flashback, that took up like, it's quite strange. It took up 1, 2, 3, about 4 pages. Wow, 4 pages for a flashback. I like with Big Mom, it took up like 2 or 3 chapters. And we see CP0 basically thinks he's won. Nope. Luffy will win. Come 4 clouds. Who's my command? And of course, everybody's Firefest cheering. Of course, kids like, okay. We see, looks like Brooke, Robin, and I'm trying to see who's in the background here. I can't really tell. We see some of the minks. We see the polar bear. Everybody basically about the water. Everyone saved the water of Zoe, and of course, basically looks like Usopp's holding the Kinemon and Kaku. I wouldn't be surprised if Kaku joins the Straw Hats because basically she's a wonderful character. So, where Big Mott was water coming from. And of course, Donjo looked like he took out the Shogun. Apparently, he did. And of course, reunites with Hodori. And of course, like, it's falling. What kind of world would you create, Straw Hat? I'll make. Come 4 clouds and more clouds. A world where my friends can eat as much food as they want. He hits kind of really hard. Looks like he falls, looks like splat on the ground. King. I think I know who Joy Boy is. Who is he? He is the man who shows up to beat me in the future. In that case, we'll never see him. And it kind of looks like, though, that Kaido's been beaten. And Ogasama's dropped, but not in the capital, just outside the capital. Interesting. So it looks like Kaido's beaten, and it looks like Luffy is falling. I mean, could be possible. I mean, they did save the capital. It was a good plot. It looks like they wrapped up. I'd say one plot thread definitely the flying island. They basically, the whole Okasuma it was flying for quite a while. Like, it must have been flying for at least, I think it must have been flying for almost 100 chapters. Flying for a long time. Here, it finally comes down. Though, basically, that was new wrinkle into that little plot thread. And it was going to crash. It was basically its destination. It was going to crash at the capital. But that's been stopped. And Luffy's kind of looks like that one is presumably wrapped up here. But we'll find out next week. But definitely the whole island stuff is pretty much done now. Oh, yeah, definitely. What's going to happen next? Well, we're going to have to wait 2 weeks for the next part here. Yep. Definitely a damn good chapter. And maybe Kyle made defeat here. Yeah, it's possible. The Shogun definitely is dead. Yeah. The Okushi, I think his name is. Yeah, Dendro basically burned his body. He basically burned him, so he's gone. But we have to wait and see 2 weeks for what happens next year. Okay, so that's episode. I have one more video I'm going to do today, and that's review for the newest episode of Boruto. Okay, next video. Bye.